What's up, guys? It's your boy G Money back at it again with another video on my G35. So like always, real quick, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe right down below this video. And like always, if you've enjoyed the content, feel free to put a thumbs up. It helps out the channel. And like always, hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any videos that I put on the channel. And like always, if you do those three things, I'd greatly appreciate it. And you'll be part of the G35 fam. So, like always, that being said, let's get this video started. So how's it going, everybody? Hopefully y'all staying safe out there and having a great day. If you saw the title, yes, I'm going to replace my seat adjustment gear on the driver's side. So if you don't know what that is, pretty much it's this right here. And so the issue that I'm having is that my seat will not properly move forward and backwards, so it kind of doesn't go in line like on the track. So at first I thought it maybe the motor or something like that, or maybe I got something stuck in the little track, because when you get something that falls in between the seat and the middle console, there's a chance that it could go in the track and it'll jam it up. But that's not the issue. Pretty much the gearbox on these, because they're plastic, they get jammed and they get smushed. So I'm gonna replace mine and hopefully fix the issue. Let me show y'all what's going on and what I'm experiencing. Alright guys, sorry about the seat, it's a little torn. But so right here, this is to adjust the seat from bringing it forward and backwards. So every time I try to adjust it, this is what happens. So as you can see, just this side's moving, and from down here you can tell the big difference. So there you go, see, that one's moving, but the one on this side, it's just staying still. So I just need to fix this side, fix that gear, and then they'll both be moving in sync together. So I'm gonna replace that. I'm gonna do it without taking off the seat. So I'm pretty much just gonna remove this cover, and then this button right here, I'm gonna raise it up. I'm gonna go as far as possible. That way, once I remove this, all this will be exposed. So I'm gonna do that right now. Pretty much all you need is a Phillips screwdriver and a 3/8 nut driver. The Phillips, you're pretty much gonna use it to take off the Phillips screws in here, and then of course take off these 3 screws. So I'm gonna do that right now. Alright, so I got the cover off. Behind here, it was a little tricky, but I mean, you just pop it off. And then those are the 2 screws, so I'm gonna keep that together. And then, like I said, right here you got your 3 Phillips screws, and you're gonna use your screwdriver to take them off. And like I said, the reason why you're taking off this cover, that way you can get a lot of access, that way you don't have to take off the seat. And then actually the nut that you're gonna need to take off, you're gonna need a 10mm socket. The 3/8 socket is just to bang on the gear, so you do need a 10mm socket. But I'm gonna loosen these up, and you're not gonna wanna lose that washer that's behind the screw. So once you loosen them up, it should just pop off this whole plate like that. I'm gonna keep those over here, and then as you can see right there, you're gonna pretty much just wiggle this like that, because it's on that gear. So if I turn this around, you see the little ridges in there. So as you can see, my gearbox looks smushed, or like it got jammed. So I'm gonna take that off, and then we're gonna put the new one on. So this is where you need a 10mm socket. So I got that right here. And then we're gonna pretty much just take it off. And since this is already smushed, because as you can see, the back ring is turning. That way it just doesn't keep turning. I'm gonna get something to clamp onto that, so that way I can take the nut off and it just doesn't keep, you know, spinning and spinning. So I'm gonna get some pliers and do that right now. Yeah, you can hold that light. Can you hold that light? Yeah, I know. Just hold it right there so they can see it. You see the gear? And then I get Alright, and then right there's a little magnet. You don't want to lose that. You don't want to lose any of this. So I gotta wiggle this out like that. Okay, so right here is a washer. This right here. Ooh, that's jammed. But as you can see, this is a magnet. I'm gonna have to, it's like a little sensor, like a ring, and what this does is it lets you program your seat, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I read about this ring. Sometimes it breaks, but as you can see, it's a little smashed. But yeah, my whole gears are messed up, so I'm gonna fix this little ring, get it flat, and then pop this out and install the new one. So I'm gonna do that right now. All right, sorry for that angle on when I removed the gear, but I just wanted to show y'all that you know, the process. But as you can see, this is the old one right there. It's all messed up, and this is the new one. That's the part number. Now that's for my 06 G35. Don't quote me on that, but this is because they have 3 different types of gears. This one I got, this is to adjust, you know, to move the seat forward and backwards. They have one that's for the passenger. It's a little bit different, like on the inner part. And then there's another gear, I believe, and that's for to move this part, tilt it forward and backwards, I believe. But I mean, I haven't really looked into this that much, but I just know that I needed this one. So as you can see, it comes with a plastic piece. I don't want to use that. I'm going to use the one that comes with it, the metal. And I just use like a flathead to take off that one. And then as you can see, it has the little indentation, so that way right here, you know, see if it can focus right there. It'll go right, I don't know if you can see it, sorry, but it'll go right in that little slot. And then yeah, this is I'm gonna show you the sensor ring. You don't want to lose it, but it's all smashed. So I'm gonna straighten this out and then put it all back together. All right, well, it looks like I'm gonna have to use this ring. I guess my gear was so smushed and that it broke off the little piece that I needed to go in the groove of the new gearbox. So I'm gonna have to just use this plastic one. I wouldn't recommend using the plastic one, but yeah, I guess it's broken, so I'm gonna have to use this one. And I tried my best to flatten them. It was kind of hard, so we're gonna see once I put everything back together if it works. If not, I'm gonna have to get some new rings. And yeah, so let's put everything back together. Alright, so as you can see, there's also a little magnetic ring back here. You don't want to lose that. Yeah, there we go. So let's put these rings back on. If these do fall off, there's 3 of them, so make sure you have all 3. So put those 3 on, and then if you look real close, it has 2 sides that are flat, and then the other 2 sides are round. So you want to make sure you put it. The right way. So you see the 2 sides. It's gonna go just like that. So this is where the 3/8 comes in. That way you can push it back, but you don't want to push it too hard because then it's gonna smash the gears. So I'm gonna do that right now. Alright, so as you can see, I put it on there, and then this is where your 3/8 comes in play. You pretty much put it right there, and then you hit that and you gently tap it. That way it goes all the way to the back, and it pretty much needs to be flush with those rings, and then, or the sensors, and then you put your washer and then your nut, and then you tighten it. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so as you can see, I have the washer and the nut on, and now that's all that's left is putting this back together. So as you can see, I have this taken apart. It's only gonna go one way. It will only fit in that that little shaft right there one way. So you need to have this facing like that. That way it can fit in there perfectly. So something like this. Gonna put it in there like that. There you go. So, and then you see how I have it. And then you pretty much just get it back on the track, and hopefully everything lines up. So I'm going to do that right now. It's kind of hard to do it with just one hand, so I'm going to do that right now. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have it all the way flush to the back plate. And now this part right here is the fun part. So as you can see, I have that right at the end of the track, and over here I also have it at the end of the track. So you want to make sure you have everything I guess in sync, so when I do try to go back, everything moves, you know, at the same time, instead of this one being all the way up here and then this one being all the way back. So you want to make sure you have this one flushed at the end of the track, so that way when you do this one, it's the same way. So now I'm gonna put all the screws back together, and then we're gonna test it out. Alright, so I'm gonna have my fiance test it out. I got the light right here, so that way you can see both of them move at the same time. And yeah, I'm gonna have her test it out, because right now it's adjusted to where I can drive it, but she's a little shorter, so when she drives, she needs to, you know, have the seat forward. So she's gonna try it out. Alright, so pretty much you're just gonna move this button right here. Alright, okay, let's see. Alright, go for it. right. Okay, then reverse it. Okay. And then go forward again. All right. So now you can reach the pedals, and then yeah, you just adjust the seat. Alrighty, so I'm gonna put that cover back on, and then I'll finish the video with my final thoughts. Alright everybody, so that pretty much concludes this video. If you stuck to the end, I really appreciate it, guys. And you know, I saved you some money and some time. I know there's videos out there where they take off the whole seat, but as you saw in this video, I left everything where it was. I didn't have to, you know, remove the battery and all that. And you know, I was able to work on it from, you know, the bottom of the seat. I just had to open the door and, you know, work on my knees, but everything was accessible. So I saved time like that, and then I saved money because all it was just a gear, and I found it off of eBay, and it was only 12 bucks. So I saved money right there, and I didn't have to take it all the way to the dealership or somewhere where they were gonna tell me it was something that it wasn't, and spend you know $800, $900, $10,000. I don't know how much money, but you know how it is when you take stuff to the dealership. They overprice everything. So hopefully this video helped you out if you had the same issue. And that's pretty much it, guys. So like I said, if you like the content, then put that thumbs up, and I greatly appreciate it. It helps out the channel. And I'll see you on the next one. It's your boy G Money. Peace.